Hey mamacitas, how y'all doing? Okay, I don't know where that came from, but just checking. Hi guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to my channel. And guess who's 30? Guess who's 30? I am. I'm still hyped. Forgive me. I had such an amazing time last week. Thank you all so much for all your love, your messages, your prayers. I felt on top of the world, and I still do actually. Because I'm in my 30s. Yes, I'm going to keep saying it. Okay, so today, you know what? Hype should be like calming down. And I thought I'll talk about something that I've actually been talking about all week, which has been about rejection and how we can actually get over it. Because it's a real topic that affects each and every single one of us, or has affected each and every one of us at some point. And you know what? We can learn about ways to deal with this, you know? And we keep on learning. But I will share with you ways I've learned to deal with rejection. You know? So stay tuned, enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification buttons, and I'll catch you in the next video. Rejection. This is like crazy, because you would think that that would be something that you'd only deal with in your childhood, and because a lot of people started in their childhood, but you know what, it could happen at any point of your life, and we need to take charge. That's literally the key thing. And how do we do that? First of all, it's about realizing what it is. For me, I had a pretty normal childhood in my opinion. Had like friends, and it was solidified that I had friends because I bumped into someone a few years ago when I went out, and the person mentioned my surname, and they were like, oh, I knew a girl when I went to nursery, blah blah blah. And she basically said some life events. The person's sister actually said some life events that were like my story, and I'm like, how do you know me? And she's like, oh my god, you were my best friend. And I'm like, oh, I was clearly a popular kid. Okay, that aside, so clearly it was a case of there was some level of normality and no weirdness at that point, and the need to make friends or be, it seemed like I was the center of attention at that point. Don't recall a lot of it, to be fair. But anyway, moving on from that, pre-teens into my teens, I wasn't that boisterous person anymore. I'd lost a lot of essence of me, and I think because I became very self-aware a bit too early. Yeah, so I became more conscious as to the fact that I didn't look like the other kids, because I was bigger than the other kids. Initially I was taller than the other kids as well, so there was always that level of awkwardness. And that almost like followed me like a plague into secondary school. When I went to secondary school, you were either part of the geek boffing club, or you were on the popular kids section. And I literally I didn't like a lot of the things they did, to be fair. It wasn't really my cup of tea, but I wanted to be popular. Who doesn't? Okay, now it's not that big a deal. But I wanted to be the it club member, leader, that kind of stuff. But I knew that doing that was going to mean I was going to lose some essence that made me. And at that point in my teenage years, I started reading books on affirmation. I used to tell myself how beautiful I was looking in the mirror, because trust me, some of those girls used to try your spirit, talk about ugly African girl. Ugly who? But literally a lot of these things had a big knock on your confidence, and actually made you feel like rejected from the school club, rejected from what you felt was meant to be the height of everything. So like if one of them calls your name and like is trying to be friendly with you, you jumped in it feeling like, I'm about to get in, and then there was always like nah, not really, and then you just felt that knock back again. So I'm grateful for a lot of the books that I used to read back in the day. I think one of them was like an Iyala book, and trust me, God bless that woman, because it literally transformed how I used to think, and it made me start doing that positive affirmation from a very young age. But that didn't mean that everything was then all good, because comes college, meeting a new set of people, trying to feel among again, and still, even though I wasn't the most popular, but I wasn't in like the isolation group, I still didn't feel very much in place. There was still that need to prove myself, that need to be accepted by everyone else. And I think that transpired because obviously at that point you then start working, and it was always that need of, oh, I need to do everything they want, I need to, so that they could accept me and all that kind of stuff. And I realized that followed me throughout my life, that I had to take several steps back to come to a realization that it's okay if you don't like me, it's okay if I'm not your cup of tea, because the reality of it is, even jollof fries does not make everybody happy. No, but like, not everyone is gonna like something, and that's not a bad thing. It just means that it is what it is. And you know what, sometimes I have to remind myself that, because I fall into that thing of trying to make everyone happy, trying to make everyone accepting of me, and I have to realize that that's not my duty to do. My duty is for me to be me, and if you want to embrace that, oh well and good. If you don't want to embrace that, that's still okay. But the key thing to dealing with rejection is to know that other people's opinion of you doesn't need to be your reality. So other people not thinking that you're pretty enough, other guys not thinking that you're cute enough, because I think that rejection part definitely hits home for women, especially young women, especially when they have broken relationships or relationships in general, where maybe the guy cheats, the guy does them wrong, and then they don't feel like they're not good enough, and they feel like they've been rejected, and for that reason they then choose to accept any and anything in the bids of not being lonely and not feeling rejected. So you would never mask loneliness with having loads of people around, because you could have loads of people around and still feel all by yourself. You would never mask it with just having someone by your side just to say you have a boyfriend, just because you don't want to feel like someone left you, so as soon as someone else comes you just grab onto it. You have to deal with a lot of the things within, internally, realize your awesomeness. I think that's the key thing. And you realize sometimes people saying no to you is a blessing. A lot of the times it's not a bad thing, it's a blessing, because you're pointing out the things that are not meant to be for you straight away. You're not having to decipher anything. You just see, not for me, that's all right. So I want us to all embrace rejection as part of life, and the thing that makes you stronger, the thing that makes you, that withers away some of the dead options that are in your way, and something that makes you go into you to accept who you are for what you love doing. So if you're the type of person that likes to just stay at home and watch TV, don't let anyone make you feel like that's not good enough. If you're the kind of person that is not bothered about makeup, not bothered about getting your hair done every 2 weeks, don't let Instagram make you feel like the fact that your hair is not done means that there's something wrong with you. You do you, boo-boo. And you know what? That's the best thing you could ever do for yourself, because that's the only way that you're really going to love living and live your best life, because you're doing it for you. So yes, that's my little 2 cents in that. And I would love to hear what you guys think, so please comment below. Tell me what you feel, if you've had to deal with any form of rejection, what you needed to do to pull yourself out. Affirmation for me was one of the things that pulled me out, and me realizing how awesome I am. And I'm sure that you guys would be realizing that the more and more you look into yourself. So have a fantastic day, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all soon on my next video. Mwah.